retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another broadcast here on Real Sports Live of Valley High School Soccer. Today, we're at Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito, Texas, as the San Benito Greyhounds hosting the Brownsville Rivera Raiders in this 32-6A tilt. It's the Raiders in possession. We do apologize. We did have some technical difficulties, but we're up and running here at Bobby Morrow Stadium, and Rivera's in possession now. Of course, San Benito coming off a loss against Hanna, a tough one out there in Brownsville. It was about a 4-1 scoreline, and for Brownsville Rivera, we were at their last game Tuesday against Harlingen South. They came out with the victory 1-0, an impressive victory really, because they scored early on and then just held on for the rest. A nice defensive execution on their part, and for San Benito, they're going to need a result here today if they want to stay in the district chase for a district title. And now it's going to be San Benito now in possession, displaced. It's going to be number 12 now, throwing the ball. It's going to be into the feet of David Villarreal. Villarreal with the shot to the far post. No, it's going to be near post. Nice attempt there by David Villarreal, but it's off the mark. And now that's going to go for a corner kick. It seems like the goalkeeper may have taken a deflection. So it's going to be a corner kick here for Brownsville Rivera. Alex Mendez is going to take this one. And once again, I want to thank you for joining us here on Real Sports Live. We're very excited to continue the coverage of Valley Soccer as there's only about 2 or 3 more match days as the season will come to an end. And these two teams will be playoff bound, so keep an eye out for them. There's going to be a cross here for Mendez to the far post. The win carrying that one, getting a header on it is number 8 for San Benito. Looks like that was Zenobio Cerdan. Pardon, that was Isidoro Nájera. Nájera with the good effort there. And San Benito is going to need to clear this one out from their back line. And Tommy Diaz just going back to the goalkeeper. That's Gonzalo Villarreal, and he just kicks that one out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in here for the Rivera Raiders. You can hear the wind really gusting over here in San Benito. It's a windy afternoon heading towards the evening, but it seems like we'll see how that plays a factor today. Here's Muniz trying to get to the end of that one, and just cleaning up the mess in the midfield is Nájera for San Benito. And with the throw-in for Rivera was number 12. That's Enriquez. Now finding himself in possession is Morales. A nice through ball there. Finds the feet of Muniz with the shot, and getting low and saving that one is Gonzalo Villarreal comfortably in the end. As a nice effort there from Muniz for Rivera. And Villarreal will distribute this one quickly to his left back, with lots of time on the ball. And Rivera coming out that same formation they had against Harlingen South on Tuesday. 3 backs with about 5 in the midfield, 2 forwards. And it's going to be Alex Mendez, the creative midfielder. And 2 strikers as of right now is JP Garza, number 9, and Jaime Muniz. The 3 were very lively against Harlingen South this Tuesday. Salvador de Leon with possession in the midfield. Rivera is going to be missing one of their starting players. He's out for the game after receiving a red card. One of the central defensive midfielders. We'll see how they deal with that as the game goes on. But one of the big time players in that game was Morales. He was a solid player. That's number 7 on the screen. He was cleaning up the mess in the midfield. We'll see how he does against San Benito today. Now in possession is going to be Ever Cruz for San Benito. And just being swallowed up there by the defense, and it's going to be chested down by a San Benito player. Here's JP Garza with a nice first touch. Now having to evade 2 defenders. It's De Leon to Garza. Garza picking up his head and looking for a teammate. It's going to be Enriquez. Enriquez in a one-on-one matchup. He's going to get past Diaz. He's looking for some help here. It's Garza taking the shot on stride, and it's just not able to get contact on that one. And it's going to be Enriquez here. Enriquez just holding possession. Good job of defending there from the San Benito backline. That's number 20, Gustavo Solis, just getting a foot there. Here's Anthony Enriquez with the throw-in. 27 minutes left in this first half. 13 minutes gone by so far. It's been a even matchup so far as Mendez gets a header on that one, but it's wide off the mark, not tempting the goalkeeper there, Villarreal. And so that's going to be a goal kick here as Villarreal goes to retrieve that one. And, of course, very happy to be here in Bobby Morrow Stadium for Real Sports Live. It's Eric Medrano on the call, joined here by Bert Ruiz running camera work. We do want to invite you all to, enjoy some of the softball coverage we're having throughout the Rio Grande Valley. Of course, Joe Bowling and covering the big matchup between Brownsville Veterans and the Mercedes Lady Tigers. And that's a big one as well. And then we also have DeMarcus covering Raymondville versus Rural Hondo tonight. So those are two big matchups in softball. As we're over here covering soccer, very excited to be here. And it's going to fall to the feet of San Benito. San Benito on the byline. It's the left midfielder. And he gets it 3-1, but cleaning up the mess is going to be Morales. And he's going to be contested there, finding an open space. The shot to the far post, and a nice save there. It's back into the hands of a San Benito player. Nice save by the goalkeeper there, Daniel Esquivel. Esquivel coming up with the big-time save there, just cleaning up that cross there because it looked like there was a San Benito player on the back post, so he didn't want to take any chances there. Esquivel finding Garza. He's got someone down. He's just a missed dribble there, so now it's San Benito. This ball is going to be intended for number 7. That's Zenovio Cerdan. Cerdan laying it off, and he finds his teammate. That's Nájera. Nájera just enjoying a spell of possession, getting it all the way back to their left back. And it's a good idea from San Benito, just trying to change play there. And it's going to be the goalkeeper having a rush for that one as it's just in no man's land. But Esquivel with a nice heads-up play, but it's turned over immediately to San Benito. And it seems like Rivera is just happy to get that away. But it's Garza now looking for one of his teammates, looking for Mendez. It gets off the head of Mendez. Now Mendez gets past another and just clearing it up in the end for San Benito is Solis. Mendez making a big run there. And now it's going to be Mendez off the corner kick here. As we're going to see the first substitution of the game. It's going to be the goalkeeper entering the game for Rivera. Is going to be, that looks like that's going to be Esquivel. He just came to get some instructions. Yeah, it's going to be a change in the goalkeeping position as they're going to have to talk to the goalkeeper there. And it's going to be number 21 getting ready as well. It's not in the game just yet for Rivera, but it's Mendez now in the corner. As you can see, the runners, it's going to be to the far post in the middle. And nobody gets to that one. So now here comes San Benito. It's Cerdan. Cerdan doing good dribbling. And it looks like there may have been a tug on the jersey as the coaches for San Benito just letting the ref know. And the referee's spot on there. Yeah, it's going to be a spot kick here for San Benito. And, of course, for San Benito, as I mentioned earlier, they're coming off a disappointing loss against Hanna. Going into this week on Tuesday night, they were tied at top with the Rivera Raiders in first place with points. But it's, San Benito dropping points against Hanna. And so now Rivera, the lone leader in the district. So San Benito's trying to tack back on that. And I'm sure head coach William Hurtado has these kids motivated for San Benito. Meanwhile, Rivera just wanting to continue to do the same business they've been taking care of against South and other teams. So now Rivera making 2 substitutions. Entering the game is going to be Robert Garcia, number 3, and number 21. That's Jorge Castillo. Castillo, he's going to be at the left wing position. He's a motor. He's got some wheels on him, so you can see him doing some lung-busting runs in this game. He's going to be very active on that left side. Now here's Morales to the right side, to the right back, finding himself with lots of space and time. And that's Guevara. Morales now finding Garza just getting a touch on that one, but not able to get past the defender, and cleaning it up is going to be the center back for San Benito. And a turnover there. Now San Benito just trying to release the striker there. And tracking there is going to be number 9 for San Benito. That's Ever Cruz. And just clearing up the mess for Rivera is going to be number 4, Hernandez. Here's Nájera in possession with some nice footwork. Finds his teammate. It looks like that's Cerdan. No, that's number 3, Axel Rivera. And Rivera is going to be called for a foul there. Rivera is currently playing at left back here. And, of course, San Benito dropping in that game against Hannah, although they were missing a couple of key players in their defense for personal reasons, and so that affected that game. But it's in the end, they had to play that game and try to get a result, and just coming up short on that one, as there is a foul in the midfield. It's going to go in favor of San Benito. The clock continues to roll here in the first half. 22 minutes left here. Still a 0-0 ball game. It's Axel Rivera pushing this one towards the penalty area. And that's going to be a foul there against the San Benito player. Looked like he may have just put a tug or a shoulder against the Rivera player. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, Rivera has a nice crowd here to support this team, traveling all the way from Brownsville. And San Benito has a nice home crowd as well. There's a man open here. San Benito's trying to get to the end of this one. Doing a good job of holding up play there is number 21, David Davila. Davila is going to go ahead and go all the way back to Axel Rivera. Rivera is going to go ahead and push this ball to the midfield. It's off the head of a Rivera player, and that'll be a corner kick here for San Benito. A positive note here as they look to continue attacking here. And it looks like Sinovio Cerdan will take this from the corner. He's got lots of teammates. It looks like might go short here. It's Cerdan alongside Isidoro Nájera. Cerdan with the left. The shot goes right in front of the goalkeeper. The shot, it's going to go far left and not tempting the goalkeeper there. San Benito with the nice effort on that corner kick, but it's going to be off the leg of a San Benito player, and it'll be a goal kick here for the Rivera Raiders, as we're seeing another substitution here for Rivera. Entering the game is Juan Serrata, number 16, and exiting the game is going to be number 10, Alex Mendez. Mendez, who's barely getting back for his second game after missing a couple of games in the season. He's looking like head coach just wants to make sure he's up to speed and giving him minutes here and there. Here's Gonzalo Villarreal, the goalkeeper for San Benito, with the nice hit there against the wind. That's Andy Mares finding the head of Axel Rivera. And that's going to go off San Benito, so it's going to be a throw in here for the Rivera Raiders. Morales getting a foot on that one. As both teams just exchanging possession. San Benito trying to build from the back here. It's Axel Rivera. Rivera with the nice through ball if it gets past the defender, but it's Joaquin Hernandez coming up big on that one. Now here comes Rivera finding some open space. And Rivera is finding, looked like that was David Villarreal. And now it's going to be Jorge Castillo. Castillo trying to link up with this teammate, trying to find number 12, Enriquez, but it's going to go too far and into the hands of the goalkeeper for San Benito, Villarreal. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to cover these young student athletes. We'll be back in just a moment.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
And welcome back here to Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito, as it's the San Benito Greyhounds and the Brownsville Rivera Raiders here in the first half with 17 minutes left. It's still a 0-0 ball game, all to play here in this 32-6A matchup. And now it's San Benito in possession. It's Enriquez with some space, dribbling down, just has one man to beat. Now it's going to be Jorge Castillo. Castillo shot the shot, he's off balance, and it's just going to roll into the hands safely of Villarreal. And now here's Rivera. JP Garza now in possession, trying to get past one. He does, and it looks like just getting a foot on there is a San Benito player. The cross, and Villarreal does a good job of cleaning that one up. San Benito keeping this 0-0 ball game off the hands of Villarreal. It was a good effort there from JP Garza for the Brownsville Rivera Raiders. And going up top there is the center back, trying to get the end of that one for Rivera. Now it's Jorge Castillo, defended there by Tommy Diaz, and that's going to go out of bounds. As Rivera is going to go to make another substitution. Entering the game is going to be number 15, Angel Martinez. And it appears exiting the game is going to be number 14. That's Ryan Macias. Macias, who saw lots of minutes on Tuesday against Harlingen South at the right back position. Looks like he's just going to take a quick water break. Now with the throw-ins, Alejandro Villanueva. With a nice link up there, it's Serrata. Serrata back in possession, linking up with Garza. Now it's Morales. Morales pressured, having to go all the way back, and it's Guevara. Guevara is going all the way down to the back line of San Benito, and just controlling it there is Andy Mares. Here comes Rivera. Intercepted there by the right back, number 12, Ariata. A nice move there. That's Cerdan with the nice dribble. And he's going to go ahead and continue attacking here with the nice vision to find his teammate. San Benito now with the spring in their step at Cerdan with the shot from long range to the near post, and it's not challenging Esquivel. Esquivel deals with it calmly in the end. But a nice effort nonetheless from Zenobio Cerdan for San Benito, bringing a spark to this offense for San Benito. Now in possession, it's number 23, Daniel Gomez. Gomez pushing it down, trying to find one of his teammates. He looked like he was trying to control that one, but it's going to be into the feet of the Raiders. Serrata with lots of space, looking for his teammate, but it's going to go into possession of San Benito as that ball rolls out. Diaz doing a good job of just shielding the offensive player for Rivera. And trying to bring that down for San Benito was Castillo. Now it's Jorge Castillo for Rivera. Castillo for Rivera. Now it's going to be Diaz, the right back. He has 3 Raiders around him. Now the Greyhounds will push this ball down the field as Guevara was going for that one. It just rolls all the way back into the center back, Joaquin Hernandez. Now Hernandez pushing it to the midfield. And it's a beautiful evening here in San Benito and throughout the Rio Grande Valley. It's a great night for sports throughout the Rio Grande Valley. Of course, we have softball, baseball going on, and soccer getting close to an end in their season. So it's a good time of the year to come out and watch one of these games and support some of these young student athletes. Now it's Rivera in possession, Serrata. Serrata finding himself with lots of space, and he's wide open in the midfield. No one tracking him there. He's going to look for some help here, and he's going to go through ball to the right-hand side, but it's too far, intended for JP Garza. As Rivera offensively has got to be disappointed there, as they had numbers going forward, but San Benito doing a good job of holding their back line, the discipline they showed there with their 4-back line, keeping their shape and not allowing Rivera to really open them up there. As we're going to see more substitutions. Entering the game is going to be Alex Mendez, number 10, and number 19, Salvador de Leon. Alex Mendez there, you can see him in the midfield. He'll be the central attacking midfielder. He's a creative midfielder, so it's be interesting a player to watch and see how he links up with his teammates. And also the forward, JP Garza, against the South Hawks of Harlingen. He was very lively in the attacking approach. Of course, the goal scorer in that one was number 17, David Villarreal. Trying to change play here is De Leon. And it finds Garza. Garza with lots of space. It's going to be Mendez. He has a man open in the back post, and he gets it back to Garza now, and it's going to be San Benito in possession, clearing it there. And will look like a nice spell of possession there for Rivera. But once again, San Benito just holding their back line nice and organized. And that was a challenge in the air, and it's going to be won by a San Benito player. And trying to keep possession there for San Benito is going to be number 20, Manuel Canas. But it's going to go roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in here for Rivera. And that ball's going to go up. And it's going to take a bounce out of bounds in favor of Rivera. And right there, that's going to be a foul against Rivera, as one of the players was just tugging on the jersey of a San Benito defender. So that's going to be a throw-in for San Benito. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment as we'll be finishing the first half here from San Benito.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
And welcome back to Bobby Morrow Stadium. Rio Sports Live in the house as Jorge Castillo now dribbling, trying to get past one. He finds Mendez. It's going to be Mendez with a nice dribble to the shot. It's going to be saved there by Villarreal. And it's Rivera knocking on the door there. Nearly getting past Villarreal there was Mendez. Good effort there from the Rivera Raiders. And so just trying to keep that ball in bounds, and he does. Good effort there from Salvador de Leon. De Leon looking for Mendez. And pardon, that's going to be JP Garza, defended there by That's going to be Jose Lucio for San Benito. Looking for the through ball. It's going to be looking for Mendez. It looks like it may have just gone a bit too far, and Villarreal is there to clean it up for San Benito. As clock continues to roll here in the first half. Only 8 minutes left here. San Benito looks to stay in the district race, district title race. Meanwhile, Rivera looks to solidify their place as the number 1 team in 32-6A. Of course, they are leading now in this district race, but I know they would want to secure this as quickly as possible with about 2 more games left in district after tonight. It's Rivera now in possession. And so far in this first half, it's been Rivera enjoying more possession against San Benito, but San Benito with some good opportunities as well. Of course, a nice shot from distance from Cerdan for San Benito. That was Senovio Cerdan, and he had a nice play for San Benito. And then for Rivera, it's been a lively effort so far from the trio, which is Alex Mendez, JP Garza, and David Villarreal, pardon. And that's so them three have been causing all kinds of problems for this backline for San Benito. San Benito is preparing a couple of substitutions of their own as they look to keep this clean sheet here so far and also try to get something going forward. As entering the game is number 3, Axel Rivera, and number 21, David Davila. And both of them will be lined up on the right-hand side as Morales wins the header there. And it's trying to find his teammate. It's going to be number 20 down the line. It's Jimenez. And giving all he could and eventually getting to the ball is Daniel Gomez, the left back for San Benito. Here's Mendez trying to link up there with Jimenez. And it falls to the feet of a Raider. And the Raiders just enjoying possession so far. Mendez, good dribbler in space. And now it's going to be down. It's going to be a cross here for Rivera. Villarreal is going to have to get there. And he does, catching it at the highest point, just like you're taught. And now here comes San Benito as they're trying to set up a counterattack here. That was David Davila just dribbling down the field there. He's going to be displaced by the Rivera Raiders, and now it's going to be a throw-in here for San Benito. And Nájera trying to find Davila. And Davila just does a good job of keeping it in play, and it's off the foot of a Raider there. Here's Axel Rivera with a nice throw-in. And it's going to be back into the feet of Rivera here. He's got numbers forward. He tries to cross this one in, but Mendez doing a good job of his defensive duties and just tracking back. Here's going to be a tricky one here for the goalkeeper, but in the end, it just bounces comfortably into the hands of Daniel Esquivel for the Raiders. Jimenez trying to bring that one down for Rivera. And it's going to be off the foot of the Raiders, and now San Benito will get a throw in. Daniel Gomez will take this one out. Here's San Benito trying to link up there. It's Jose Lucio trying to push the ball forward. He's able to. And a good heads-up play to change it up to Axel Villarreal. Pardon, that's Axel Rivera. Back to Rivera, who finds himself with some space here and trying to get to his teammate, but slicing the ball is going to be Joaquin Hernandez for Rivera. And now here's Mendez. Nice first touch there to get it to Jimenez. And Rivera, as Jimenez looks for some help here, looking for some of his teammates, but he only had about 2 guys forward. It was Garza and Mendez, really. And there you see the hustle by Mendez, and he forces a foul as the San Benito player wasn't expecting that, and that was Gomez committing the foul, and Mendez will have an opportunity here to set up a cross into the box for Rivera. And this is going to be a dangerous one with only 4 minutes left here in the first half. It's a good opportunity here for Rivera. Counting, it's about 5, 6 Rivera players in the box. And Mendez is going to take the duties here. San Benito taking no chances. Everyone's in the box. And Villarreal setting up a 4-man wall, taking no chances to the near post. It's going to be a cross. The wind taking this one. Villarreal, nice, cool, and calmly just waiting for that one. And he catches it at the highest point. And it's going to be Villarreal distributing this one quickly, trying to get a counterattack here as time continues to roll here in the end of the first half. You can tell the sense of urgency from both of these teams. And now it's JP Garza with some nice footwork there, but he's going to go ahead and keep it in play and just dribbling it out of bounds after trying to get that fancy flick there. It'll be a goal kick here for Gonzalo Villarreal and the San Benito Greyhounds. Here's Villarreal pushing it downfield. It just seemed like no Greyhound was in the area. So now here's Jorge Castillo for Rivera. Castillo to Garza. Garza to Morales. Morales defended there and forcing the errant pass is Jose Lucio for San Benito. And here comes Rivera. The shot from distance, and it's going to be blocked off the head of a San Benito player. That was Gustavo Solis. And Villarreal more than happy to just clean that one up. He had his feet ready to dive for that one. And it was with the attempt there for Rivera, number 19. That was De Leon. Here come the Greyhounds. Nice flick there. It's going to be into the feet of San Benito. And putting all kinds of pressure there against Guevara. And now it's Jorge Castillo just trying to intercept that one. Now it's Rivera in a defensive posture. But it's a turnover there into the feet of Alex Mendez as Garza in a physical matchup there. And he comes out on top there. And it just not able to pick his head up there. He had his teammate Mendez on the right-hand side. And as there's going to be a foul, and that's going to go against San Benito. Just too physical on the shoving there as Guevara is going to be brought down. So it's going to be Joaquin Hernandez with the spot kick here. And, they're not, easily going to take this to 0-0 at halftime. I'm sure Rivera's going to want to push downfield and get one last opportunity here in the first half. And it's going to find the feet of JP Garza with a beautiful first touch. And now it's Garza once again finding the feet of Morales, the defensive holding midfielder. It appears that's Guevara now. And it looked like he was trying to get it to Garza. And that's going to be off the feet of Mendez for Rivera. So it's going to be a throw in here as Gomez for San Benito takes it, finding his teammate Jose Lucio. Lucio immediately pressured and just pushing the ball downfield is Gustavo Solis. And coming to clean it up is the goalkeeper, Villarreal. Pardon, that's Esquivel for Rivera. In possession now is De Leon. Mendez with the nice ball to the right side. This is going to open up the defense for San Benito. And just not able to link up there, trying to find his teammate. It's going to be to number 20, Jonathan Jimenez. As Rivera with 24 seconds left. It's Morales with the cross. He's got Garza in the vicinity. It's going to be off the head of Garza, cleared by a center back for San Benito. And they're going to have to clear the danger here as clock continues to roll. 13 seconds as Guevara now. Guevara for Rivera, just pushing it downfield. It's JP Garza. He fakes one. He takes the shot, and it's going to be bouncing off the hands of the goalkeeper, Villarreal. And that'll do it here for the first half. It's the San Benito Greyhounds 0, the Brownsville Rivera Raiders 0, as both teams exchanging possession and lots of opportunities offensively, but to no avail. So we'll go ahead and tune in for the second half action. We'll take a quick break as we'll be back in just a moment for the halftime report.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.